Look at Laura's car. Isn't that a nice car? Look at how far they came from the crappy little car they used to take to work and the small little house they had to what they have now. It's pretty nice. They're really living the American dream, they are. Welcome one and all to episode 58 of Let's Play The Sims 2. Where we last left off, it was Thursday night at the Lincolns, and all the homework is done. Everyone's in pretty good shape, and I think the family's in pretty good condition. Laura right now is working on her cleaning point, which is, after all, the only thing standing in her way of being promoted. You can see little sparks flying from the broken TV if you look close enough. Which, I mean, game-wise, kind of brings home the point that it's broken, but you think in reality they would probably unplug the TV so sparks wouldn't fly. And you know that they're plugged in because when an inexperienced sim tries to fix it, there's always a chance of them being electrocuted. Which shows that the Sims don't really have a lot of common sense because they won't simply unplug the TV to work on it. But that's alright. As long as we keep them away from doing it, it's fine. So anyway, we're potty training Amanda. Oh, Amanda. What am I saying? Sue. Potty training Sue. And so far it's going pretty well. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better job of getting Sue's toddler skills taught to her than we did with Lucy and Amanda. Although you have to remember, at the time we had very limited time in which to do that because of how busy Mike and Laura were, and the fact that they were dealing with the two of them at once. But however, I do remember that one of them was potty trained and one of them learned to talk, and between that, they each had enough aspiration to grow up well. So, let's see how much better we can do with Sue. Anyway, Amanda's sitting there playing the computer, and sometimes just like in real life, the Sims can really get carried away playing the computer. And, yeah. So it's like real life. Like, I bet right now, at home, you are looking at your computer screen this very moment. I know, it's creepy how I know that, isn't it? But, oh well. Anyway, now it's Amanda's turn to make a lot of noise on the computer. Apparently the Sims haven't heard of something called headphones either, because when they play the computer and people are in the room trying to sleep, they'll wake up and get all cranky. But that's okay. Anyway, Mike is getting a bottle for Sue. You think at this age that they would be eating solid foods, but oh well. Like I said, if the only things wrong with this game are little things like that here and there, it's not a big deal. It's still one of the greatest games ever made. And we're gonna put Sue to bed because it's almost time for everyone else to go to bed as well. We want everyone well rested for tomorrow because it's Mike's first chance at getting his promotion now that he's got his body point. And he's already making a big chunk of cash, so it'll be kind of interesting to see what kind of job and what kind of salary. Now I will throw in this incentive for them. If Mike gets a promotion, for a celebration, we will buy the Lincolns a big screen TV. That's right, you heard me. A big screen TV for their living room. So, hopefully, Mike will get that promotion so that he can treat his family to the best in HD TV. Well, I guess it's HD. I don't know. I don't personally own an HD TV, but yeah, they look pretty cool when I walk by them at the department store. So anyway, everyone is going to bed, and that's that for their Wednesday evening, or should I say Thursday morning. It's just beginning. So tomorrow, school, work, except for Laura. I think she's home. So Laura's going to keep working on her cleaning point so that she can get promoted. My goal for them is to see how high they can go. I would like them to get all the way to the top of their careers, and I don't think it's out of reach for either one of them. So that's something that I seriously want to try. Yep, Mike and Laura, you started out with not very much, but you've achieved quite a lot. So, we're going to think Mike is getting up now, so we're going to let him take Sue out of the crib. And then we're going to have him make breakfast for everyone. Since he was the most well rested, we'll get him up first. And then they'll all have breakfast as a family, which is always a very nice thing. When I was a kid, my family always had meals together, all four of us, with the exception of, sometimes lunch or whenever we had different schedules, but always dinner. Not like that anymore, but of course we're all grown up, so it's kind of, figure it out yourself when it comes to food, but that's okay. Alright, so Mike is now going to be cooking, and that's alright. And Sue is playing with that bunny head, which is going to teach her charisma, which will be very good for her later on. And I can't believe I've said Lucy and Amanda both for Sue. Yes, I shouldn't be up at 5:30 in the morning, but I can't help it. I work late shifts. So anyway, it's time for everyone else to get up and come down and get themselves some breakfast. I really need to sell that llama painting. It's kind of an eyesore. So, here they all are, munching away at their food. It's probably going to be, since the toddler phase is very short, it's only going to be a small number of episodes before Sue joins them at the table as well, which will be nice. And also, as you probably have expected, I don't plan on Mike and Laura having any more kids, even though Mike has having a baby in his aspiration meter still. They're getting older, and we don't want things to get too crowded. I think the 5 of them is quite enough. But anyway, we're going to potty train Sue some more. It seems the potty training one is the one that I try to concentrate on first, because you do a little bit here and there, and before you know it, they're potty trained. So it's a good thing. Anyway, it's time for school, or it's almost time for school rather. So we'll give them a last minute push to get some of their stats up. And I can't believe that the repairman still isn't here, but I think he arrives about 10, so we won't have to wait too much longer for that. But yeah, get some of their stats up in the last minute so that they will be able to be in good standing for school. Also, I was considering whether I wanted to get them into private school. something I would consider. Anyway, here's Mike's team bus, and presumably the school bus is right behind it. So, everybody, come downstairs and get to work. Except, of course, you, Laura, you have the day off. But yeah, work and school for everybody. Well, that does it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all next time for episode 59. So long.